All right, what's up, guys? I'm hanging with my buddy Keenan Richcreek right here.
How's it going?
And we're about to talk some business. He's got some ideas that we're going to talk about. I'm going to throw in a little bit of my marketing knowledge, and he's got the skills. He's got the golf skills, and he's got the ideas. I'm going to try and help him put them down to paper.
Yeah.
So anyway, Keenan,
he's gonna help me balance everything out. That's what's going on.
Yeah. So Keenan, go ahead and just tell him a little bit about yourself.
Okay. A little bit about me. My name's Keenan Richcreek. Obviously, you went over that.
Wait, time out.
Yeah.
Put a little thing like this, and I'll throw in your your social media.
Yeah, my social media right here.
there.
Okay, perfect. That's good. But my name's Keenan Richcreek. I teach golf for a living. That's what I kind of do. You know, I don't just. What I try to do is reach people on a mental, more than physical. I try to reach people on an intellectual level and try to get them to think different.
Right.
That's what my whole idea is. Okay.
The mindset.
The mindset. Okay. A lot of things are taught in golf, but that's the biggest piece, and it's left out.
And nobody talks about it.
Okay, and the greatest, I talked about Mo Norman with you yesterday. Mo Norman was the greatest ball striker to ever live. Ben Hogan, this guy, was the greatest ball striker to ever live. So these two guys, Ben Hogan and Mo Norman, they were asked questions their whole life. How do I do this? How do I do this? How do I perfect this? And their response the whole time was, golf is played on a 5-inch course between your ears. Hogan said that the game was 70% mental, only 30% physical. Mo Norman, being the crazy guy that he is, he says it's 83% mental, 17%.
He just pulled that out of his ass.
17% physical. Okay, like he said, it's even more. He goes, if you can learn to think good, that's the first part about golf.
There's the mindset and the tactical.
And what I'm trying to talk about, isn't just golf related, but it's life creative. You can wake up every day and have a good mindset. First of all, that's the first step in becoming.
And then know what to do, like the tactical stuff.
What we're going to talk about today.
Yeah. So anyway, and that's my whole thing. Is like, if you're on a path, put that out there to the world.
Yeah.
Like there will be people interested in it, and you'll get opportunities.
Yeah, and then there's going to be people, I call them like the naysayers. The people are like, that's stupid.
Right.
Like, why would you do that? But nobody ever got anywhere doing it.
Yeah. Right now, what we're kind of going through a gold rush in is branding. So anyone right now is equipped with Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all the tools to create their own personal brand.
Yes.
In the past, you had to go to Hollywood and snort some cocaine off some guy's dick, and then he was like, all right, you're an actress now. Or all right, you're a personal brand now.
Yeah.
In today's world, we're lucky enough. Yeah, in today's world, we're lucky enough to not have to go snort cocaine off some guy's dick.
Yeah, you can make your own.
You can make your own brand.
Exactly.
And so those are two completely different businesses that we're talking about.
And obviously, everybody's going to go towards, I like my personal brand, but then there's people that are super, I'm not going to say annoying, but they're fucking jackasses and they don't know what they're doing. So, I'm a huge Conor McGregor fan. I talk about it all the time with him. He was looking at the UFC and everybody was branding off of him. Everybody was like, well, come to these press conferences. So he decided to come out with this day-to-day life of his called the Mac Life. And so he's like, why do I need them to promote me? I can promote myself.
Exactly.
So he just released this thing 2 weeks ago. He's already got 6 million followers.
Shit. Well, he's Conor McGregor.
He's Conor McGregor, but he said the UFC ain't gonna make money off me anymore. I'm gonna make my own money.
Exactly.
He's like, this is how I'm thinking. Now Nate Diaz, who he's fighting, he has his. It's called Road to War. So he's doing a day-to-day in the life of Now Conor's obviously a very interesting character.
So are these kind of like video blogs?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
3 to 5 minute video blogs of training or going out or what he's doing. He did one for his birthday.
Yeah, people are interested.
But every day you can get on and say, okay, what's he up to? And he doesn't have a Snapchat. Okay. He does Instagram just here and there, but it's a way to be okay, what's Conor up to?
Right.
And people are gonna be interested in that. And it's funny, you talked about taking risks. Last night I did my first video,
Did you?
vlog. And my subject was taking risks. Okay,
Good.
It's so crazy, and I go, what goes into taking risks? So the first thing is, I talk about the naysayers. They're gonna not want you to do that. This whole MMA deal that I'm doing.
Right.
I joined an MMA boxing gym. Okay, and people are like, "You're crazy. You're nuts. Who would want to fight?" Okay, that was your mom's first reaction.
Exactly. Yeah.
You're a golfer. Why would you want to fight? Well, the thing is, I go, well, I'm not gonna jump right into a fight. That's not what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna train. I'm gonna spar.
Right.
And with taking this risk and jumping in that sparring ring, the first thing I build is courage. Okay? Now, let's say I'm sparring with somebody that's a pro, like the Stefan guy. Okay, I'm fucking scared. All right, deep down I'm like, but my adrenaline's going. I'm building this courage, okay? I'm building this courage, and I'm facing fear.
Right.
Okay, and that all goes into taking risks. So say my next golf tournament, I'm playing in a huge golf tournament tonight, like I'm saying, for my PAT.
Yeah.
I get on the first tee, I'm going to have those jitters. I'm going to have that. But if I start to think about that
once
as
you get
courage,
it,
or like, this adrenaline's supposed to happen, this is what happens when I get in and fight somebody, or this is what happens when I get in and train with a pro.
It's just, can you get out of your head?
Yeah, can you welcome it? Instead of being scared of it, can you welcome it? And
Yeah, that's perfect.
That's what I was talking about in this vlog, and I didn't do it perfect, obviously. Like, I'm not as seasoned as this guy. This guy is the man.
No, you don't know how I started out. When I was at Oklahoma, 2 months, for 2 months, when Periscope came out, I would open up my app, I'd click go live, and I was sitting there like fucking stuttering over every single word. Then finally one person would come into my broadcast. I was so damn mean because no one I was like, oh, what's up, what's your name? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, dude, I suffered through like fucking 2 months of just embarrassing fucking
and it was
live
weird.
broadcast.
Like my first one last night, I wasn't too bad. My second one, I couldn't even like get the words out. Third one, I was like, okay, I'm just like, my voice hurts because and then I go, okay, I'm gonna take a break. And my fourth one, when I finally summed it all up, I go, okay, that one was okay.
By the way, with video, this is one thing like I finally fucking learned, because I used to try and like script out my videos to where I could be like I had like every fucking point that I wanted to make, and then finally like that was what was tripping me up. Finally, what I did, and then I would do the same thing that you did, like start it and be like, oh, this isn't good. Let me start a new one. This isn't good. So finally, what I was like, it was like, pick one fucking point that I'm going to talk about.
Yes.
Risk. Okay, that's my point. Go. And don't ever fucking press the unrecord button.
Yeah, just keep going.
If you suck, then just suffer through it and make yourself look pretty on the edit.
Absolutely, because you can go back and edit for 10 hours.
You can edit the ums, the da. You can always edit those out.
I kept saying, I'm like, well, and I'm just like, okay, you gotta stop saying man. Like, people are gonna do.
But you can edit that shit out. So like,
that's what I'm trying to see.
But in essence, I'm doing the same thing with this. Like I've preached before on this. Like, if you're going through a fucking journey, record that shit. Like, and go live your life. Don't live someone else's life. Go live your life and record it. And then, number one, it's going to open up tons of opportunities for you, like the fucking reality TV show reaching out to me. Number two, it's going to get people being like, oh, I didn't know that about you. That's fucking cool.
That's crazy.
Conversation starters. It's like, and it's self-confidence booster for you.
It's all of it.
And it's a moneymaker.
And it's a moneymaker.
Yeah.
You know.
Because guess what? The other thing is, like, again, I'm not trying to sell anything on this, but if I get my video subscribers up to like 100 subscribers and I've got like 1,000 views per video, that is a very targeted audience of college students who are interested in entrepreneurship. That's a fucking good targeted audience. I can fucking call banks, and I can call co-working spaces, and I can call like Ty Lopez who's selling his entrepreneurship course, and I can be like, hey, I've got this targeted audience literally tailored to you. How much will you pay me if I promote your product on my channel? Corporate people see social media and they're like, that's a waste of time, and you're putting out content that like other people are going to use against you someday. It's like, no, they don't understand. These are the same people who are saying you can't get a job, you can't make a living if you don't go to college. Like, the same people are saying you can't make a job out of social media.
You gotta break some rules. You gotta break the rules, okay? Like
let me put it this way. This is my vision, is that the TV is dying and that the phone is taking over. And so that's like my whole vision of what's going on in life. And so like every decision that I make with this is geared around that. So I can guarantee you that most of them saw my little commercial on social media and then came to the big boy platform YouTube to watch the video blog. So that's what
I did.
So that's how like I see this unfolding, but like the corporate people just don't see that about it.
No, and they want to keep you you know, like Jeff Thompson talks about, he only saw himself reaching this level. So they want to keep you kind of there.
Right.
And it's like an old stigma, okay, like these people are out to get me and stuff like that. I'm not saying be paranoid people, but people limit you to what you can do, okay?
Absolutely.
And until you realize, hey, like, I don't need to go to school to become the best marketing whiz in the world, an entrepreneur. I don't need to do that. I know where my level is.
Right.
I know how to.
I had entry into my field of marketing.
Yes.
I went to the guy I know who's a real estate agent. I said, hey, I know a little bit about social media. We could do this and this and this. And he was like, fuck it, you're hired.
Yep. It's fundamentals, you know.
Like you start talking about all these little systems and all these little tricks, and you can do this and this and this. None of that shit matters because it all ties back to the fundamental principles.
Exactly.
And that's what I always try in my real estate vlogs, I always try and bring it back to that. I'm like, listen, take it back to the fundamental principles. Have passion, work hard, do video, do things that you're not comfortable with.
Yes.
Like, if you do that and you put your good content out to the world, they're gonna fucking respond to it.
Yeah, I was telling him yesterday, I used to have a driving range down off Nolan Road, okay, and this thing was taking off.
Badass.
Okay, it was taking off, and so I was trying to think of ways to like bring people in. So I said, you know, I didn't really care if it was, you know, the IRS might not be happy about what I did, but I don't really care. Okay, like I said, break some rules.
It's in the past.
It's in the past. I don't run it anymore. But I said, you know, if people come in, they donate $5 to a bowl. You know, I got this idea with some buddies of mine too, who I'll mention maybe a little later. But I said, I'll put a huge Hulk. I'll go stand behind a huge Hulk sign, like the Incredible Hulk. And if they can hit it from 100 yards, they get all the money in the bowl from the week. So guys would come in, I'd call Challenge the Pro. They put $5 into this bowl. I mean, at one point we had like $140 in this thing. And people were like, you only get one shot a day. So I put like, you know, rules on it. Right. But people would come out just for that.
Exactly.
They'd say, okay, I want to try to hit the Hulk sign.
So this is what I was thinking of with you, is like, all you need is just 3, really only 2 killer videos for golf lessons. Kind of, I don't know what you want to do with it. Maybe one's like, maybe the mindset behind golf, and then the other one is actual like tactical tips.
Yeah.
But you want to be thinking about like what's going to reach out to the most broad amount of golfers.
What's going to get people into that funnel?
What video can I put out there that like the most, like every single golfer out there would be like, I'm interested in that video.
Yes.
Then they would watch that. Then the next one is like, okay, now these are people who are at least interested in golf content. You're going to retarget them with something like this, a little bit more tactical tips. So maybe like it's your tips on how to hold the club.
Yep.
Or maybe it's like your theory that you were telling me last night about like
seeing a cup,
or like the chart of like if you're hitting an 8-iron, it's going to be like 60%, 40%.
Yes, the ratio.
The ratio, some shit like that. And then the next
real
one,
shit.
So then the next one is like they view that video, and then like let's say the blog post is jumpstart your golf game.
Yeah.
Something like that. Then they go and they see like the full layout of like, okay, if you want to really get your golf game in gear, these are like the 6 fundamentals that you need to do. And have good content for each like fundamental tip.
Yep.
And then there at the end, something like, all right, get a free consultation, or all right, like here's my golf mastery mini course.
Yeah.
Or like any kind of like value like that. Exchange your email for this course.
Yep.
Some shit like that.
And that's so good.
Yeah.
That's so good.
So, but you want to be thinking about like that funnel.
That's such a good thought process. Okay, I've never thought about anything that way.